Hey everybody, it's Edwardo here with your DraftStream call sheet review and weekend preview. And I'm a little annoyed, everyone, because he's back. Gamble 24x7, the all-time cinema draft money leader, only $15 off the pace from being the all-time DraftStream money leader, is at it again, up to his old tricks, sitting atop the leaderboard at Game Lock. And I am really annoyed because, god dang it, the entire time I was assembling the Game Lock scores, I was feeling pretty good about my score. I saw it going up pretty high as I was going line by line. And then once I sort these columns, who do I see at the top? G24. The homie. How's he doing it, damn it? Well, let's find out. 1372.24. Let's see how this compares to the perfect call sheet. 1380. Only 8 points off perfection. And as a reminder, for those of you who are playing the game, maybe you're playing the game for the first time, we give a $25 bonus for perfection, either on the perfect call sheet or the lowball perfect call sheet. The only person who have done that twice is Gamble 24x7. He's both gotten the perfect high ball call sheet and the perfect low ball call sheet. The man is a machine. So right now, the perfect call sheet looks like a headliner stack of black box. Let's see, what's this? A headliner stack of one day at a time. An optimal stack, and for those new to the game, an optimal stack tends to be 2 headliners, a co-star, and a day player of what you think your best title would be. And then also a headliner stack from the Outpost. Your prototypical 8-1-1 headliner, co-star, day player construction. So, how does G24 stack up to that? Pretty darn well. Instead, looks like he has a optimal stack of the 40-year-old version, not virgin, version. Virgin, my wife. Borat's coming in a couple weeks, everybody. What else? Headliner stack Supernatural, headliner stack Kipo, and a headliner stack from Black Box. Alright, so that is what's setting the pace right now. How far do I have to go? Goodness gracious, what's that? It's a lot, like 35 points. Alright, so what do I need to do to catch up? Well, I definitely OD'd on Black Box. For the price and the value, it's just extraordinary value. Now, a reminder, in this game, meeting quote-unquote value is basically 9.7x salary. So if you've got a score of 130.62, divide that by 5.8. You're basically getting 22.5 times salary for your value. That's just insane. So that's why I OD'd on Black Box. I think it freed me up to get a 3-pack of one day at a time. Now, maybe that's where I kind of blew my wad getting that extra one day at a time actor Todd Grinnell. But far and away, I don't know about far and away. One Day at a Time has a 6-point lead over Supernatural as the highest scoring title this week. It's also our most expensive title this week, but it's also the highest scoring. And so we'll see if Supernatural will bite into that somewhat. And then here's my headliner stack of the 40-year-old version. And then in third place, of course, Gamble 24x7. He's going for the money sweep, y'all. Not only is he in the top 2 non-Cinema Draft employee slots, but he's also going for the low ball right now. And we'll get to that in a minute. And he's less than a point behind me. So what is he doing over there? So Kipo, he's got an optimal stack of Kipo, headliner stack of Black Box, and sprinkle, and then a headliner stack of the 40-year-old version, and then a headliner each from One Day at a Time and Charlotte Hope from the Spanish Princess, which is off to a slow start. Actually, once that gets some scores in, he's probably just going to leapfrog me. It's going to be nothing. Because check out the Spanish Princess right here. It got a 0. Only one Rotten Tomatoes critic weighed in. And the way Rotten Tomatoes goes is on a percentage basis. So if they've got 3 out of 4 reviews that are positive, then that's essentially 75% Rotten Tomatoes. So right now only has 1 review logged in for the season 2 of the Spanish Princess. And it was a negative review. So right now he's sitting at 0. I do not expect this to stay there very long. So I already feel threatened by my second place standing. And then Jaybird, 36 points off the pace. What's going on with Jaybird? Took a week off last week, but he's back. And he's got also exposure to Spanish Princess, 40-year-old version, Supernatural, all right. And then Kipo, which actually might have some room for growth, because if I do recall, Kipo is missing. It's missing a Google user score. So if the Google user score ever comes in, it's going to be pretty sweet. Because right now, yeah, 191 critically acclaimed. IMDb's loving it. So it just needs. I mean, look what happens if, like, say, an 85 comes in. Then Jaybird is in business. He's only. Well, actually, no. Oh, actually, that helps Gamble 24x7 more than anyone. Never mind. So I guess he's got blockers there. I guess Kipo. Yeah, that's right. He's got some Kipo in his lineup, in his call sheet. So never mind that. I take that back. Looks Gamble 24x7 is out to a strong lead. Let's see if events over the weekend can't slow him down. Another interesting call sheet. Welcome back to Drew Zod. My man Julian, one of the earlier winners of the DraftStream game, back in effect. See what's going on with his call sheet. Let's see if he can make up any ground. Like the exposure to Supernatural, 112 as a basic score is solid. And in this case, yes, you're probably not getting 9. You're not getting 9.7x probably. 156.8 divided by 17.5. Yeah, you're not just under 9x. But here you're paying for points because we need those points. My Best Friend's Bouquet. This is going to be a late bloomer. This is Hallmark. Hallmark Channel and Lifetime tend to only get 1 score, an IMDb user score, and it usually happens after it debuts. So 10/10, what's that? That's Saturday, right? So we're probably not going to see a score from this until Sunday updates. Hubie Halloween kind of feels already priced in. Not much room for it to grow. I mean, it's Adam Sandler. You're going to get the combination of critical hate and audience affection. And I think 81.5 seems like its natural level. Charm City Kings I'm intrigued by. I think this has a little more room to grow throughout the weekend. And Black Box, insane value. So well played on that. I don't know. 9th place out of, where are we at? 18 entries this week? I don't know. We'll see what happens. Parfait DM, my girl, Little Stevie in the house. Let's take a look at your top performing call sheet. Interestingly enough, they're all clustered together. Fear the Walking Dead. All right, exposure to that. Not a bad play, actually. And this probably has more room to grow because it does not come out until Sunday. So we probably won't know its true score until final results. I like the exposure to 40-year-old version. Wild Card. The Downfall of a Radio Loudmouth. That looks like pretty good value. 5,000 to... So 75.1 by 5, that's 15x. That's solid. And it freed her up to get exposure to a headliner stack from one day at a time. So I like the strategy. Maybe, I think Wildcard definitely has room to grow. Will it be enough to catch Gamble 24x7? How far are you behind? 1284. So to get in the money. Looks like about about 50-point difference. I don't know. I'm pulling for you, Stevie. And then, of course, we have to look at Brown Baby, the draft mom, a.k.a. our mascot. What's going on, Mom? All right, so I like the optimal stack of the 40-year-old version. And actually, this ended up getting corrected. This was my bad. I'll actually correct it right here. This actually should have been 6,800. And she submitted hers before I corrected it. So that's my bad, Mom. You actually save yourself a little bit of money. And actually, let me correct this while I'm thinking about it. 97,900. Alright. Sorry about that. So this is looking pretty good. I like the exposure to Kipo. I like the exposure to Fear the Walking Dead. We are just... Oh, mother. This is my bad. How did I miss that? I'm sorry. You are shorted a score. My bad. How did I miss that? Charm City Kings. Alright, let me fix that real quick. Real-time update. It's my bad. Won't take but a second. Charm City Kings. There we go. That's more like it. Now let's rejigger this and see what it's looking like. Boom! There we go. All right, Mom. Knocking on the door. That's more like it. In 6th place. Just a handful of points behind Jaybird in 5th. Every week, we really hope the draft mom gets at least into the top 5. What's she gonna have to do to get to the top? Well, one, she's got to climb over her son. That ain't happening. But I like the construction of this call sheet. And faith-based right here, I think it's got room to grow. I really do. It comes out tomorrow. Might even be available late tonight, midnight, Pacific time. And same with Charm City King. So this actually is this has legs. This call sheet has legs. There's room to run. But we're gonna have to run a ways to flag Gamble 24x7 down. Even though she is a Cinemadraft affiliated account and she cannot win any money, I still want to see her get her 2nd win ever in this game. Yeah, well, maybe I don't want to see her get it over me, but I would love to see her perform well. And I love the construction of this call sheet, Mom. I think it's got some room to run. We just need to slow Gamble 24x7 down. G24, you need to slow down. You're doing too much. You're doing way too much, homie. Yeah, he's got blockers with the 40-year-old version right here. Supernatural is smart. Yeah, actually, so instead of going with 1 day at a time, which is about $1,300 more in salary each for a headliner, he went a little bit cheaper, which gave him the room to get Kipo. And this solid value, like 14x value or something like that. So this is an excellent call sheet. I mean, it's damn near perfection. I don't know. I don't know how we get over that. Maybe if Black Box slows down some, but he's got the block, or if Supernatural slows down. But I don't know. It's gonna be a challenge. Well played, G24. And let's take a look at the low ball and see what you got going on here. Oh, and actually, before we go low ball, let's check in with our Cinema Draft podcast guest this week, Kia Davis, aka Livewire. Let's take a look at her call sheet. She did something with these numbers here that I don't want to mess with. I guess it's how she figured out her... I don't know what this is, but this is how she figured out her stuff. And anyways, looks like I like the exposure faith-based. I really like what its potential will be. Oh, here's what happened. So 2-day players is not what you want, Kia. Because of to date, we have yet to see a perfect call sheet that has more than 1 day player. Because of the incentive structure, because of the bonus structure of this game, where you get an extra 40% for headliners, an extra 20% points for co-stars, there's just almost no cause for getting more than 1 day player into your call sheet. Even a lower performing day play, a lower performing co-star from another title is going to give you more points than
even your best performing day players. So this is what's holding you back right here. 2 day players. Otherwise, the right stuff is slow out the gate. This looks like one that the critics are not feeling right now. Yeah, the right stuff right here. 43 and a 62, 7.8 from IMDb. So, and it's not even really out yet. So let's just see what Google has to say throughout the weekend. There is some room to improve, but looking like a long shot to make the money this week. And then To the Lake. A bit mysterious. Not a lot of scores in, just IMDb so far, I believe. So it actually has some room. But the second day player is holding you back. But I love to see the effort. Thanks for putting in a call sheet. And I will pull for you just like I do every one of my Cinema Draft podcast guests. Alright, so let's bring this in for a landing by taking a look at the perfect lowball call sheet. And we've got some defaulters so far, some full default scores. My Best Friend's Bouquet and Naughty Books. Naughty Books has been out actually since Monday. And this one, if there's not any ratings on it so far, I'm afraid it might just not get rated at all. A little concerned about that. My Best Friend's Bouquet, it's a Hallmark movie, so it's not going to happen until it debuts Saturday night. And as I mentioned before, it's probably only going to give you a IMDb user score. Def U comes out tonight. Technically 12 p.m., 12 midnight on Netflix. So we should see some movement at our next update, which is Saturday estimates. And then same thing, Cheer Camp Killer, Lifetime, same deal. It's going to be a one-off through IMDb. So these scores might... Well, they'll probably stay low. Whether we're looking at the perfect lowball call sheet throughout the weekend, I don't think so. But I like where its head's at. And in comparison, G24, the homie. Yeah, he loaded up on a lot of My Best Friend's Bouquet. The Doorman, bit of inspired choice. And because it's video on demand and very low wattage stars like Jean Reno and Ruby Rose, who right now, well, yeah, it's Ruby Rose, who was a star on the CW, I don't know, Arrowverse show, what was it, Batgirl, something like that. Kind of got bounced off her own show. I don't see a lot of heat coming to this title right here, so it's not a bad play. And then the right stuff. Good for making up salary, but also it's probably not going to do as well as the prestige nature of it would lead you to believe. And what did I want to check while I was over here? Oh, and actually, let's see. He's got 1, 2. Yep, so he's got the 3. Oh, and Hubie Halloween. Yeah, it is what it is. All right, so that's our update, everybody. Thanks for playing. Thanks for watching. We'll be back Saturday afternoon, sometime after 12 p.m. Pacific time, with your Saturday estimates update. We'll see you on Thursday, everybody.